What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with a major video. So it looked like the ex-president of the Indiana Fever just revealed some major information about Caitlin Clark and this season. Guys, you do not want to miss this one. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. It looked like the former president is speaking out about exactly what transpired during this roller coaster season, dealing with this franchise, bro. We know the Fever started off 1-8. They was one of the slowest teams to get going in the entire league, and Caitlin Clark was a force to be reckoned with on any level in any sport, bro. She came in hotter than fish grease, and everybody wants to know exactly how it felt to be a part of this mayhem that occurred in Indianapolis. Well, it looked like former Indiana Fever president Allison Barber broke her silence about this entire situation, and I'm telling you right now, it has stunned a lot of WNBA fans across this nation because there was so much stuff transpiring that we did not know about behind the scenes. And one thing I will tell you guys for sure, in this interview, she did not leave any stone unturned. And one thing that she said that really stuck out to me was about Christy Size actually having major control over this Fever locker room. Now, we know the Fever locker room has been a topic of discussion pretty much through this whole season. Cheryl Sousa spoke about it. Many other players have spoke about it online. And we know Nylasia Smith was and still possibly could be a big cancer in their locker room, dealing with her relationship with DJ Carrington. Could that be why we did not see a lot of Nylasia Smith getting playing time towards the end part of the season? I believe that is a major key to why we didn't see her. Because if Christy Size has control like that over the locker room and what was transpiring online, bro, with what we were seeing, oh yeah, bro. She definitely took action against her. Now, this is all alleged. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. But with all that being said, we're going to break this interview up, show some different clips and talk about it. Let's pull up the first one right now.
She would pass less and shoot more. She's an amazing passer, a wonderful shooter, but what she was building was team camaraderie of passing the ball, helping other people play a better game, and sometimes to the detriment of our own scores. And now we've figured that rhythm out.
Yeah, there was a lot of sort of, and it's all, we all have had to deal with the press in one way, shape, or form, so we get that they want the story. Mm-hmm. But one of the storylines was this tension on the team and everything like that. And you do have have a rookie of the year, you have two number one draft picks. It sounds like there's less there than you
That's
might
right.
think.
It's good for the media to build all of that up. But my coach, our big fan of our head coach, Christy Sides, she's really controlled the locker room, and that's what it comes to in sports: is who can control the locker room. And when I got this job, I wrote a strategy, my 3 C's to build a championship culture: commit, compete, and contribute will give us a championship culture. I didn't know if it would get us
ultimately 5 C's.
I know, but I didn't know about that part.
Okay,
last part.
I got you.
That was Allison Barber actually speaking about Caitlin Clark passing ability, which made the team better. And something else that we didn't know. We didn't know that the organization was kind of wondering why the hell she passing so much. Because she wanted to get the team going. And that's exactly what Caitlin Clark did. And it paid off tremendously throughout this season as they was able to reach the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Let's roll another clip.
Well, it's complicated like every good new thing is. So much of that was happening anyway without really protecting the players and their opportunity. But my favorite part, Larry, is the women who are coming out with these NIL deals, and they are significant and they deserve them. They're coming out now of college as business women. So some of our rookies, not just Caitlin, the rookies go to the league, they get drafted, the league puts contracts in front of them. You've probably heard this story, Sheila. The Players Association gives them a contract to sign. And they said, well, you have to sign this contract. And the players said, well, okay, we'll have our lawyers look at it. And the Players Association was like, no, you have to sign this if you want to play in the W. And these college graduates said, well, we'll sign it, but we need our lawyer to look at it. The league wasn't that happy about it. I loved it. Because through the NIL, these women are learning to be entrepreneurs and protect their own image and their right and negotiate for what they need. And so I think it's terrific.
Yeah.
And the college NIL deals now typically convert and they come with the player to become a sponsorship deal of the player. And so they're continue making that income.
And do you see in Indiana, have you had a chance to see how that's going? In other words, do you see the business community stepping up?
We do. Yeah, we do. And we're very fortunate. I mean, I just kind of accept the Caitlin moment with a lot of humility because it's just, you have to lose a lot to be here. And then you just have to be, in the right place at the right time. So we hold it very, gently that we're fortunate to have this moment. But what happened is we've spent 5 years calling companies, trying to get them to be a partner. And that inflection moment happens and people are calling us saying, how can we get on your jersey patch? And so it's, I've had the 5 years of that not being the case. My sponsorship people would sell a fever deal for $5,000. And I said to them, I don't even get out of bed for $5,000. Like, what are we doing here? Like, don't devalue the product. And they said, yeah, but people don't want to support it. I said, because you're teaching them they don't have to.
I find this part to be very crucial. She's exposing major information about athletes, especially women, basketball players coming out of college, actually knowing the business, having their lawyers, having their NIL situation put together. Nobody ever thought about that aspect of it. These players coming out of college actually understanding contracts now, understanding how, endorsement works. Caitlin Clark definitely had everything together. It seemed like she had a complete team around her, bro. This lady did a tremendous job throughout the duration of this interview, bro. I'm telling you, she did not leave any stones unturned. And she's not bitter about the decision of the new president. Bro, this is the last and final clip, and this one right here is the most pivotal one. Let's roll it right now.
3,000, 4,000 people. Now they have 17,000 people, and they sold 1,000 standing room only tickets. So when we walked into the arena, people were on that third balcony looking down at the tops of our players' heads to watch. It's really hard to take in. After a few away games and all of the sellouts, Caitlin asked the WNBA if they would pay spot bonuses to the away team players. She said, wow, we're making all this new revenue, and I would like the away team to benefit from that. Could they get a spot bonus? So that's the heart of Caitlin Clark. I mean, that's a classy, amazing person.
So, but it's absolutely.
The answer was no, by the way, because it's a collective bargaining agreement, and the Players Association couldn't do it.
But it is a little bit like the Michael Jordan effect, right? Mm-hmm. So, in other words, this is changed, to some degree, changing the economics of the sport in a really remarkable way.
The people at Nike told me that the thing that Caitlin has done is also similar to what Tiger did, in that they brought new fans to the sport.
Right.
So Michael Jordan energized and became a role model for all the kids. Caitlin's got that. She's brought new fans to it. But she's even more than that, in that she's 22. So she came right out of college and hit, very successful. Our start to our season was tough. I got emails all the time from people. You should fire your coach. You should fire your GM. You should, because we were on the road playing the best teams. It was really hard. And then one day I got an email from a fan that said, you should be fired.
Who's going to do that?
No, I printed it. I'm like, oh my God, they think I'm relevant. Like, this is awesome. It's in my folder at home. I have a humility folder. It's right in there. I'm like,
eternal optimist.
That's right.
I like that. So, but you talked about actually the season. So there was a little bit of noise around the Olympics.
Yeah.
And the team and Caitlin, but did that really? Maybe that helped, right? So I think you guys are 9-4 since the Olympics. Did that make a difference?
I think it did. There were, it was the book Tuesdays with Morrie talks about the tension of opposites and how really that's a good thing. Yeah. So we did have this tension between the league and the American fans that wanted to see Caitlin at the Olympics, from the veterans who have been at the Olympics and the Olympic Committee that, thought that the veterans should play. I'm glad they won the gold medal for lots of reasons. It's the gold medal 10-year track of any Olympic sport.
Years,
it's amazing.
11, yeah.
I'm glad they won because it took away the narrative like they should have taken Caitlin. But it was good for Caitlin and my team because Caitlin got a break. So she came right out of college. So the path for the WNBA is you come out of college, you finish your tournament, you're drafted in April, you're at training camp. So you're out of college, training camp, you're on the road playing in May. So there was no downtime. The Olympics was really a good time for her to rest, rebuild, and for our team to have some time together that wasn't on the road playing, this aggressive schedule. So, and, if Caitlin is healthy in 4 years, she'll be our Olympian with a lot of other really wonderful players.
Now you guys see why I said this specific clip right here was so important to everything that transpired. Bro, we never knew that Caitlin Clark actually wanted the players of the opposing teams to get bonuses because of the sellouts. Bro, if that information would have came out, everybody would have had a totally different look about Caitlin Clark, bro. This is crazy. Something else that she spoke about was actually Caitlin Clark being snubbed from the Olympics. Now, we never knew that the FIBA organization felt some type of way about all of this. Judging off what she said, almost felt like they didn't want her to go to the damn Olympics, which what franchise would? She's a franchise player, bro. Caitlin Clark is simply the bread and butter of y'all entire team. They probably really didn't want her to go, but look at how everything transpired. Caitlin Clark not going. She came back and broke damn near every record in the WNBA. This is going to be a very interesting offseason. Something else that I want to see happen is when is they going to get the free agency, bro? When is we going to see major trades? When is we going to see what's really going on with Kelsey Mitchell, Erica Wheeler, all the other players, Nylasia Smith, everybody? When is we going to get a breakdown of who's staying, who coming? It's about that time to get the ball rolling, bro. But get down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be dropping heat like never before. And like always, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake the haters off.